Welcome back. On this week's episode, we're going to be with Ken and Mike in Ontario. This is a little bit of a different hunt. They're going after does. It's a meat hunt. They get a few, but the story behind this is awesome. New year, 2022, big changes for Dirt Nap. We have great sponsors. We're doing amazing hunts all across the world now, really. But one thing that hasn't changed is Mike Taylor's hair. If anything, it's better than it's ever been. The flow is amazing. The highlights on cue. He's got that figured out. That's whatever product he's using to get those highlights. But the hair, 10 out of a 10. The hunt, 10 out of 10. The whole episode's a 10 out of 10. But it might all be overshadowed by the amazing hairdo that Mike has. And it's not just this one. It's future episodes coming up too. Check it out. Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by Scree Canada. Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Hey guys, I'm out in my favorite place outdoors here. Isn't it beautiful out today? I'm out clearing some lanes and I just put a new tree stand up. It's actually right above us here and I'm going to trim some lanes with my new sword. And you know what, for me hunting is much more than just pulling the trigger. It's about being outdoors, setting the trail camera, spending time with family, and all that anticipation that comes with the new year coming, right? So we're getting ready for Deer and Beer 2021, so stick with us and see what happens.
Okay guys, that was a great first encounter. I guess I pushed off a small buck this morning off the bait. A little doe came in and then a half decent buck came in, but didn't really present a shot. So I don't want to take a shot that's going to be marginal. Right now I'm thinking, geez, I probably could have made that shot. But anyways, that's a great first day, and stick with me and see what happens for the rest of the season. It's opening day for Deer 2021. And I'm just happy to be able to be up on a stand and happy to see deer. So we'll see what happens for the rest of the year.
What blows my mind is Ontario is such a populated province. It's huge, but it's populated. The quality of deer and the quantity of deer is unbelievable. Like, I see the photos from these guys on our chats. I see the videos that they send in. And there's big bucks, tons of does. It's absolutely amazing. Between the turkey and the bear and the bucks or deer, what a great place to hunt. You get north, you start getting into the moose, like, great place to hunt. I'm pampered. I always thought Alberta was great, but you look at the quality of animals that they have over there, I think it's just a Canada thing. I think we got great quality everything across the entire country.
Okay, it's the evening sit for the first day, opener 2021, and we'll see what happens. This morning we had a great morning, and we'll see if we can make that happen again. Only this time kill that deer.
This segment of Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by Tooth of the Arrow Broadheads, machined from 100% solid steel.
Okay guys, one of the things that I really like about hunting, other than harvesting the animal, is preparing the wild game meat. Today I'm going to make some mild Italian sausages, and I bought this kind of pre-mixed stuff at Cabela's, and you can buy it, pretty much anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be Cabela's. But I also bought some stuff directly from Cabela's. I bought a meat mixer, and I bought a sausage stuffer, and I bought myself a smoker too. So now I do my own game processing, other than sending it out to the butcher. But I make my own sausages, I make my own pepper seed salami, I make tons of jerky. And for me, that's a big part of hunting is, not only just harvesting the animal, but preparing the foods that come with this. This is gonna make some great table fare. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make probably about 40 pounds worth of sausage today. And all the kids are gonna get some Italian sausage for Christmas as well as part of their Christmas present. So stick with me and see, how I go about making this stuff. Okay, so after a couple hours of work, there's my sausage, and this batch actually I made with cheese, and I'm gonna fry some up on the barbecue right now.
Okay, it's the day before rifle season here in my township, and usually that's a pretty good time. There's lots of guys in the bush pushing deer all over the place. I can hear guys shooting their guns, practicing with their guns, and I'm in here with my bow, and I'm going to see if I can get it done. So stick with us and see what happens. It's about my 4th or 5th sit this year. I haven't had a lot of time to sit this year, but I'm going to make the most of it. Had some good opportunities already, but stick with me and see what happens. Okay guys, I'm going to switch it up a bit today. I'm going to do a midday hunt. It was like, we had a flash freeze last night. It was minus 13. There's a northwest wind. It's a really nice day. There's hardly any wind at all. And the reason I'm switching it up is because most of the deer have gone nocturnal. But I'm hoping with this like real cold snap that it's going to get them going during the day. So stick with me and see what happens. We're going to head up to a stand, the farthest stand that I have there now. I do have some bucks coming in there, but again, they're all nocturnal. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and see if we can, you know what, make it happen.
This segment of Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by Victory Archery.
Okay, well, I just shot a deer. There was 3 deers that came in, and we're less than a week away from the end of the season, so I wasn't taking any chances. So I'm shooting a deer, so I'm gonna wait about a half an hour, and then I'll see what I can come up with. I'm gonna go track a blood trail and see if we can get a doe at the end. Okay, so we found the deer. It wasn't much of a track job. Like in the wintertime, it's easy to track blood. That's one tag filled and a little bit of meat in the freezer. Like I said, we're getting down to less than a week, and I wasn't going to take any chances. There's 3 deer that came in, and you know what? One was getting the dirt nap. So congrats to me. Some deer meat in the freezer.
Well, that's it for Mike's Hair for this episode. But we're going to head over to Ontario now and go hunting with Ken. So Ken had a pretty tough year. He hunted hard. He was in Alberta hunting elk with me for a couple weeks, and weather didn't cooperate. But he hunted hard, really hard. Had a great turkey season. Showed off again like last year, and now he's on to the deer. And again, like I said, we are hunting to fill our freezers first and foremost. And Ken put in his time. He had his food plots, he had his cameras, he had everything, and lets the elite bow bark. Absolutely smashes this deer.
All right, it is November the 28th. Rut is pretty much over, at least the first one anyways. In this area here where I hunt, the buck to doe ratio is way out of whack. There's way more does than bucks. But we're not going to be too picky tonight. We're getting to the time of December where we only got a month left, and of that month, 1 week is a gun season. So if a doe comes out tonight and gives us good shot. We'll take it. We're sitting back on the food plot. Pretty much destroyed the food plot. The only thing left are the actual roots. We've also added some molasses covered corn, which they started hitting last night. And it was, I think I had like over 1,000 pictures last night of deer right in front of the camera eating the corn. I came back in around lunchtime today to replenish it and spooked a couple of deer off at like noon, so looked to be like a doe and a fawn, so they know it's here now. Hopefully tonight they're hungry and want to come out and grab some.
This segment of Dirt Nap TV is brought to you by Scent Relief.
It's still light out. The shot looked good, so I'm gonna start getting on the blood right away before we lose too much light. It'll probably be too dark to film by the time I'm done, but the shot looked good, so hopefully she didn't go far. My guess is maybe just outside that bush line. She turned and joined in with all the other ones, so. Well, hopefully this will be a short blood trail. Wyatt's sitting over at another farm, so hopefully he gets an opportunity at a deer too. It's crazy. Those two bucks out in the field, neither one of them are shooters this year, but let them go, let them grow. Maybe next year. One more gun season to get through, so hopefully they make it through that. This is her here. See blood there. More blood there. There. Yeah, now it's starting to come out of her pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but I see a whole bunch of eyes looking at me. They're waiting to get back in the food plot here. Finally starting to get blood out both sides here. Yeah, she can't be too far. Hey, there she is. I didn't figure she would go far. Just got to the edge of the woods. Piled up. Nice big doe. Well, I'm definitely in the spotlight here. Well, as you can see, we got nice big doe down tonight. We'll get her cleaned up and get her out of here. And still got one more tag to fill. Wyatt's got a couple tags to fill, so hopefully we can knock a few more down. We got a week break now because the gun season's on after tonight, and then back to archery for the last 3 weeks of the season. So bucks were moving in nice, so hopefully we get a bigger one coming out.
Congrats on a great deer. How he kept his composure in the talks after. You know, one of the hardest things ever is getting your light right at night so it looks good. That light was right in his face. Like, I was kind of expecting someone to be like, where were you on January 14th, 2021? Like interrogation light, but it looks so bad on camera sometimes, but it is so hard to get it right. Unless you're packing, you know, 100 pounds of lighting in, which none of us do. It is the hardest thing ever. But you know what? It means nothing. He had a successful hunt, filled his freezer, had a great time, and yeah, what more can you ask for? Another successful hunt, another real hunt, and that's what we do here, keep it real. So if you enjoyed this week's episode, like always, head over to our YouTube, check out all the other seasons. 1 through 2 is there, 3, 4, so on will be there as we finish them. Give them a like, give it a subscribe, helps us grow, helps our sponsors give us more stuff to give off to you guys because we're always doing our giveaways. And yeah, give us a like and follow on Facebook and Instagram, and check us out next week right here on Dirt Nap TV. Dirt Nap TV has been brought to you by these fine sponsors.